we are live on Instagram now. So if you want to head over to Instagram, you can get the screen recording. Like I said, the link is in the bio. And I just want to say hello to everybody jumping on. We are going to continue with our beautiful house we've been modeling for the last 5 weeks together. So what we're going to want to do is just figure out where we left off. It's been a little while. We've been developing a lot of these front money pieces. So we did a lot of curved walls, curved roofs. We got into these archways. We've been adding materials, doing some split face work, adding in windows from Anderson's website, just developing this building off of these images from add house plans. So again, this is the front money shot. Today, I think we're going to focus on getting into this brick banding, like how to add that soldier course around. It doesn't look like it's there, but it looks like it's there. Soldier course is just vertical pieces of brick. They're laid vertically. So that's what soldier course means, and that's what I'm referring to. I feel like it's only happening there, so maybe it's not really happening at all. I don't know why would they would just create a band there. So what can I add to this? I think what I'm going to do the garage doors out of, this one's hard. I could do the garage doors out of storefront. I totally could do that and make it solid panels. But I really think these panels are bumping out. And if I made it out of storefront, the panels might be bumping in. So we can go to Revit City. I'm going to pull over my screen and I'm going to go to Revit City and I'm going to just see if I can find any garage doors that look like that. And I'm thinking a possible solution would be to put the garage door in the wall and then model a wall in front of it and cut out that archway so that it probably will be like a full square garage door, but with the wall in front of it, we can make it look arched. I'm going to sneeze. Ugh. I was like, I really got to get out what I'm saying before I sneeze. I'll be so sad. Now I'm going to be stuffy. So I am just looking on Revit City right now. I don't really see any doors that are going to look like the image we have. So yeah, I'm just going to play it safe. And I'm going to model these out of storefront. I actually think I might be able to make the solid panels in the center of the garage doors of the storefront thicker. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna drop down the wall types. We're gonna select storefront. Hello to everybody that is joining live with us today. I'm so excited to have you here. We are creating a garage door with a curved opening out of storefront, which is a very different. Most people would probably try and find a family, but I don't want to wait that much longer, so I'm just going to make it the way that I know how to make it. So we're going to have it go to the ground and we're going to do an unconnected height so then we can just adjust it. I'm going to go back to the image. So it is 2 panels wide. So we have one down the middle. And then it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 total panels. So the storefront has a bunch of parameters right now. So if I hit edit type, it'll tell me vertical grid is set to maximum spacing. in 5-foot increments, and this is telling me my horizontal grid is a fixed distance of 8 feet. So I don't really like to have fixed distances. I just like to add them as I go. I'm going to leave the moles the same for now, only I'm going to delete grid line. I'm going to select a mullion, so you tab on the curtain wall. You see how it's grayed out right here in properties? You want to just uncheck that, unpin it, and then it allows you to change it. So we can edit type, and I don't really care about the size of it right now. I'm just going to change the material. I want it to show up black because I think that's really going to make a difference on how we see our final door made out of storefront, and we want it to match everything else. So I'm going to add another curtain grid, add another curtain grid, and do that. Equal, equal, it's the best button in the world. If I leave a constraint, they will basically like all move attached to each other. So like if I move one up, these will stay equal, equal to each other. I normally just like to unconstrain them for the pure reason that I like to change my mind and go back and change things, and I don't necessarily want to have to unconstrain them then. So I do it ahead of time. So this is definitely centered on the peak. So if we go to the north elevation, we can see that we have to move the center point of the door over so that it's centered on the peak. And then we have to draw in the center curtain grid. And then we're just going to want to tab on the window. And once we have the glass selected, we're going to want to unpin that the similar way that we unpinned the mullions earlier on. And we're just going to want to switch that out. I used to be able to switch it out for a solid panel. I wonder if you can switch it out for a piece of wall. Interesting. So you can switch it out for a piece of wall. Normally I have an option here, down here, and it's like just solid or glass. Yeah, see, system panel solid. So that's normally what I do. I actually didn't know that you could put walls in there, which is interesting to me. This is just a 3-inch wall. All right, so I'm just gonna go back and actually make it the solid panel, and then I'm gonna go into edit type and I'm gonna adjust the depth of it. So I want this panel to be thicker than the mullions and stick out. So I'm gonna make it 6 inches thick. I don't think that's thick enough. I'm gonna make it a foot thick. All right. It's probably sticking out a little bit more than it needs to be. So I'm gonna make it 9 inches. All right, that's pretty good, I think. I'm gonna also make this black. And I have all my materials already set, so I can just find them and select them. Super easy. All right. We can see that the mullions just sort of blend in, but we're definitely getting that panel vibe. I think what I'm going to do is I think the mullions are a little lighter in the image, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to adjust the color to be, what we can do is duplicate the black color, and I'm just going to call it light black. I don't know how that's possible. It's really just gray. Just make it a slightly lighter color. So then you can actually really see that pop. I also think that the distance between them is thicker, so I'm going to thicken up the mullion on the storefront. So I'm going to edit type. Okay, I have to unpin. I have to click one that's unpinned, unpin it, edit type, and I'm just going to change this to be, I think 6 inches probably will be a good width based on this picture. The depth between them looks to be about 6 inches. So that's what I'm going to change this to. So 3 inches on that side and 3 inches on that side should give me 6 inches. Oop. And then we can just measure in elevation. And see, I don't know what it's picking up on right now. Okay, the bottom, yep, 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is edit type, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to edit all of these to be the 6-inch mullion that I just made. I wish I could fast forward through some of this repetitive stuff just for your sake, honestly. It looks pretty thick. They look wider, these ones. Maybe it's not a 10-foot door. I mean, maybe it's not an 8-foot door. Maybe it's wider. That's why it feels off. So the unconnected height is pretty high right now. We're going to want that to be 8 feet. And then we're going to want to reconstrain all of these mullions and make them equal again. And then I want to make this 10 feet wide. This looks like it has to be moved over though. I'm not convinced that that is the center line, which is very odd. That's not what I would do, but I'm convinced that it's moved over at least a foot from the center line. Maybe not. Maybe we leave it in the center at 10 feet. I think we leave it in the center at 10 feet. We gotta add an arch here. I'm also thinking of changing these and making them 2 inches. All right, it's feeling a little better. I don't know why this one, there we go. I just pinned it, and when I pinned it, it locked to the set constraints I had for this storefront system. So when you unpin it, you can change the properties of it. Though when you pin it back, it'll automatically reapply whatever settings you have here. That's a really good storefront trick. I just kicked this. Sorry, Instagrammer people, I just kicked you. Kicked the stand. So I'm just going to save, and I am going to then do match properties. Oh, I gotta unpin all of these. It's really nice that these videos are actually on YouTube, because on YouTube you can skip forward, you can skip back, you can watch things on like 2 times speed, and you can just take what you need from this modeling exercise instead of like watching it all the way through, because some of this stuff again is repetitive, like matching properties. All right, so that is that. I'm going to go to the floor plan and I'm going to copy this over. Yeah, see, I think they're 8 feet. In floor plan, they're 8 feet. Excuse me. And I think it looks fine now. that I made these 4 inches. I don't think it looks too weird. I just want to make sure that this is centered. I want it centered between these walls. I'm not sure that worked. It didn't work. It just moved the mullion, which is not what I wanted. Unconstrained. I'm actually going to undo it because that's not what I wanted. I think I'm going to go from the sides. And then we're going to just do... We're going to pick up this whole system. So let's try 1'6". I wish I could just go equal right now, but I can't. So that's close enough for me. And then we know this is centered on the peak. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to create a fake wall. And I'm going to cut out the garage door so that I can create that curve, because you can see that it's the wall that has the curve and this is happening beyond that. And if I cut out the curve in this wall, I'm not sure it's going to have the same effect as if I were to put a wall. Maybe I have to reduce the thickness of this. I could make this 2 inches like a frame. Okay. I could reduce this panel size and make it stick out less. Sticking out a bit too much. Let's make it stick out 3 inches. All right, so now what we can do is cut out that radius, I think. Trying to decide if we really need to build the wall in front or if we can just carve it out of this wall and then make this match the shape. I'm going to move this to my screen so that I can see it while I'm modeling it. So let's try it this way first. Let's edit the profile. Oh, but editing the profile makes it detach from the roof. That's unfortunate. What is the easiest way to do this? Do I curve this itself? We could try to do that, honestly. It's just from here. It's like down more. It's like from half the panel in and then up. And down a little bit more. And I'd say that's about it. I mean, if I do say so myself, that looks pretty good. I'm even going to draw a detail line so that I can copy this over. I bit my tongue earlier, the tip of it, and it really, really hurts. Every time I talk, it like scrapes against my teeth. It's so cute. And then we could do a little split face here for the soldier course brick above the door. I'm excited. We're getting into some cute details now. So let's go to modify. Let's click on the split face tool. And let's just draw in our soldier course. So it's about 8 inches tall, a brick. And I'm actually gonna mirror this because I want it to be the same angle. I don't know why that didn't work. It's probably not perfectly arced, but it's close enough. So that, and then copy that up. That looks weird. Do we offset it? Stop doing that. Eight inches. Okay. Oh, I want to delete that. All right. Why does it say that there's an open loop? Because there is. All right, maybe I just drag it all the way through. I'm just tabbing to find those intersection points. So all I did was I kept hitting the tab button and kept picking up on different points. So now you can see we have that in. And I'm going to go to manage. I don't know if I have a soldier course. I do. So, I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but it is good enough. So I'm going to just go to the materials. I'm going to go to masonry. I'm going to copy this color to my custom colors. I'm going to go down to the soldier course. I did not spell that right. Soldier course. And I'm going to go in and change this color to match so they're the same color brick. That is looking good. All right, so now we're going to do another split face here. And I'm honestly just going to copy this one and then copy it over. And then I'm going to delete that one. And I'm just painting it. I really feel like there's a band there. It's just odd to me they don't do it anywhere else. Maybe there. It's really hard to tell. It's so pixelated. We could do these archways now. That is easy enough to do, right? We can just pop it in. We definitely want this at 0. And based on the picture and the floor plan, I'm sure this is only going to be 3 feet. Yeah, so let's just change this. Maybe 4 feet. No, I feel like it's definitely 3 feet. But then the radius has to be more circular at the top. So we're going to select it, edit type, we're gonna, let's make that 1 foot. Didn't really do anything. Let's make it 2 feet. Mm, that looks really silly. Let's make it 1.4. That looks pretty good. So let's copy it into this wall. Let's set it at an elevation of 0 inches off the ground. Let's go to the floor plan and make sure they're in the correct spots. And then we gotta put them directly across from each other. I don't know why this one's showing up as, oh, it's up higher. I was like, why is more of the wall being cut through? All right. I keep setting it in the slab and not on the ground level. So I keep having to rehost it so that's on the ground. For some reason, it won't let me adjust where it is, like level wise. It's locked, but I can adjust the elevation from the level, which is interesting. So I am just going to close off. I actually think it might be better if I just make a wall this thick and then have the arch cut through the whole thing instead of doing what I've done, which is like built out a little chase. So I'm actually gonna do that really quick. So the total width is 110 and 3/4. So let's create a similar wall here. Let's edit type. Let's duplicate. And I'm just gonna call it 110. And I'm gonna make this 19. All right, it's close enough. 1 foot 10 thick. That doesn't seem right because it's going the wrong way. Now it's correct. Okay, so let's delete this. Let's trim this up. Oh, it's going to detach the target. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? We can have... It's because this wall... All right, we're just going to have to detach. No, this is so sad. I don't know if I want to do this. Okay, we're okay. This is a lot of a little changing, and I have to go soon because Billy is going to be doing an interview for his podcast. So I'm like trying to rush this to make sure that we get a nice final piece. Oh, yes, so much better. So much better. Okay, let's just hope this works. Attach. I'm really afraid that I'm gonna have to like cut the wall again. Come on. Oh, I'm so excited. And then I just gotta paint this interior wall to be stone. Oh, just kidding. We're doing brick. Brick. Painting all the surfaces. And I'm gonna paint inside here. Hello. And then I want to join these walls. I don't know why they don't look joined. But I'm going to do an align command, and I'm going to align. If I hit tab, I can align these textures. There still looks like there's a join there. I don't really know why. But we can do the invisible line trick, and now it's gone. We also want to make this go to the ground level, and we want to make this go to the ground level. What is happening? What is happening? We are stretching this over. All right, looking good. And I think this probably moves over just a little bit. Nope, because then you can see the wall beyond, and I don't think we want to see that. Well, no, because then we have a soldier course that goes around it, so there has to be at least enough room for that. But I think that this is looking good. We have a few more minutes, so I'm going to be crazy, and I'm going to try and replace this wall as well. Detach targets. This is crazy. Have like 5 minutes left until Billy's going to come in here and be like, it's my turn to use the room. All right, I want this to be white, so I'm going to paint it white. Instead of creating a new material, I'm just going to paint it. Paint, paint, paint. And now we want this to go to the ground. We want this to attach. This is like the fastest I've ever done this. Okay, attach, attach. Okay. Let's bring that over a little bit. Attach. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's attach. I don't know what this weird gap is. It's stressing me out though. Okay, I just gotta leave it for now because I'm running out of time. And I want to at least add this door in. Okay. I really want you to attach. Can't keep wall and roof joined. Come on. This is going to be one I need to edit the profile for, and it's fine. It's completely fine. It's going to take an extra step. We have 3 minutes left, but it's fine. What is that? The walls overlapping? Come on, remove constraints. It's just how wide you set the wall. It's like constrained to that, but you can just change it. Perfect. Perfect. All right, and we're going to be extra crazy, and we're going to try and split face the soldier course on really quickly in 3 minutes. Not sure what's doable, but I'm just going to copy these lines, and I'm going to offset them 8 inches. I'm telling you, this is like the fastest I've ever done anything. Don't tell my boss. He'd be like, you're so slow at work. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so we don't need that, and we don't need that. We just need to paint it. We just need to paint it. Okay. Soldier course. That looks funny. It's not really doing what I need it to do. Do I just make it regular brick? What do I do? It's just set to be like horizontal lines. I'm gonna have to just set it for to brick for now because it looks funny if I don't. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just gonna have to leave it for that for now. There's definitely a little bit of wall though, so I gotta pull this out a little more. Oop, it just adjusted the split face. Shoot, it's getting messed up. This is only supposed to be 8 inches, so. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna move everything just over just a little bit. Oh, it wants to delete the splitting element if I do that. So I just want to edit the profile of this then to come out a little bit further. Now that I've extended the wall out a little bit further. And I think that's pretty good. All right, guys, it has been a pleasure joining you tonight, modeling this. It was so fun to do the garage doors out of storefront. I think they look really good. The soldier course is working in some spots, and other spots it's not really working because it's set to just be like horizontal or vertical lines. It's not set to follow the arc like a soldier course pattern would. But I'll think about it. I'm happy we added the arches and it's just really coming to life, and I'm so excited. Again, if you are following along, please feel free to tag me on Instagram and show me your progress. Let me know if you're struggling with anything or have any questions, and I'm always available to help you guys in my DMs. Just let me know. And I will see you guys next week. And I can't believe we're getting so close to the new year. Christmas will be over next Monday. That's crazy. Whew. Well, I hope everybody has an amazing holiday, whatever you're celebrating. And we'll be back next Monday, same time, 7 o'clock probably. Tonight was a little late. I had to stay at work a little late for a client meeting, but we made it here in the end. All right.